How's that? There we go. Oh, wait, my phone is now. Ooh, let's see if that helps. Okay, there you go. Sorry. Turning the volume down. Come on. Come on. It's now echoing. Let's see here. I'm going to turn off my top camera for just a minute, okay? That's what's wrong. I had two microphones on. Yay. Yeah, I forgot to turn it off. Sorry about that. Okay, I said hi, Melissa. Hi, Francie. Hi, Walter. Hi, Kate. Hi, Tia. Hi, Luann. I don't know if I missed anyone. I apologize. And I was telling Melissa that she could not wish it was the week was over yet because I don't want it to be. I want it to be Friday morning, but I don't want it to be Friday night yet because I'm excited for the weekend. So. I understand. We're gonna go tonight. If I'm not good, if we don't go the whole hour, if I don't go the whole hour, you'll have to forgive me. Hi, Annie. Because I got lots to do yet between now and then, but I have an idea. Hi, Crazy Cat Lady. Hi, Karen. So let's get started. We're gonna use the foilable card panels, and a bunch of inks, and we're gonna foil. So these are the card panels. And I'm going to use this one. Thank you. I'm super excited too. Hi, Erica. I cannot wait. I am so excited. It's been a stressful few days and I can't wait. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to use I don't know how to say it. Exalt. I don't know. Whatever these little creatures are. They're cute and they're from the stamp of the month. We're going to use those tonight and some foil, and then we'll see where we get. So I pulled out Clear Skies, Later Gator, Tropical Tango, No Diving, and Midnight Snack. And I'm going to kind of go in this order. So I do have the new blending brushes from Brutus Monroe. I'm only going to use two of them. Hi, Jamie. Happy Wednesday. Because I have the others, but they're for one for every color, and I am very picky about having a light and a dark blue and axolotl. Thank you. I always forget axolotl. Thank you. So I'm going to use my other ones because this is teal, and hopefully I get some more brushes when I'm at the store this weekend. So we're gonna go ahead and get this started. Let me grab a piece of paper so I don't make a mess, and we'll get going. So this is the Clear Skies, and I just thought it would be fun to do a variety, and I'm going to do light blue at the top and then do the green, the teal, and then the darker blue, just to give some different colors to my backdrop, and just see how things go. So axolotl. Okay, axolotl. I'll never remember that. I'm just going to call them little sea creatures. So, because, I don't know. I'll have to look it up every time I want to say it, I'm sure. I really like these, and I got one out, and I did ink blend one of these up last night. That's where to see if I liked the colors. So I was watching Christopher's live, and that's kind of where I decided to go from here. I do have another card panel that is dry that I did. We might be able to do something with depending on time. But like I said, I have a lot to do yet before tomorrow, and I don't have a lot of time after work tomorrow because it's about an hour and a half drive to Cedar Rapids. And obviously, I want to come home, maybe take thank you. Susan, it'll be great virtual too. I'm actually helping out, so I'm not crafting at this point. I'll craft when I get home. Um, I don't remember, Melissa, if I did because I had a lot going on today. That's okay, Erica. I appreciate it. There was so much going on today between um, with some work stuff and some personal stuff and getting ready and Brutus Monroe stuff that a lot flew by me today. We had a closing today that we had some little hiccups for that we needed to get done. And then we have another closing coming up that I was helping coordinate. phone calls back and forth while people are on the road. And we have, we listed a house today. So it's just been kind of crazy. So yes, I have somewhere to be. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. So I did pack my suitcase last night. I do kind of have to go over it again because I always take my pillow with me. I have a memory foam pillow and I love it, and I'm going to take it with me. So, um, but anyway, I will check it out, Melissa, as soon as the live is over. I just don't remember if I saw it or not. There was a lot of binging going on with us chatting a little bit. So I might have missed it. I didn't comment, I think, there was a few products uploaded to our design team app, and I didn't get to comment on them today. So I will have lots of downtime on Friday on my airplane that I can do that with. So, all right. So I did Clear Skies at the top. Then we did Later Gator. We did Tropical Tango. We did No Diving, and then Midnight Snack. So I'm going to lift that up so you can kind of see the colors. Erica, they're super cute. I really like them. I haven't been able to play with the Kraken set yet either. I have my cards that I've finished, but of course they're in the other room. So I don't know if I'll have a chance to grab them before. Maybe at the end I can go grab them. I was getting them ready to take with me, along with some other my other samples, and typing up my card. I always type up a little Post-it note and put it on the back. So thank you. It is. I really like these. This panel is beautiful. Look, I'm getting ready. This is my little trapper keeper coming with me. Tonight before we leave, I'm going to put my little Francie poker in. So just in case I end up doing some crafting on the road. I fly from Cedar Rapids to Chicago, and that's a very quick flight. It's like 40 minutes. And then I have like a hour layover. So basically get off the plane, run to the next stop, and get on the plane. And then it's about I think an hour and a half or so to Pittsburgh. So I have my fuse machine here. We're going to let that heat up and do that. So I have a few of them. I have 4 of them right now, Erica, but I have them empty right now. I've been kind of crazy with stuff like that. So, oh yeah, Francie's got to pack her goggles. While we're waiting for this to heat up, it won't take too long. We will kind of get started maybe with something else. I'll go over this so we can turn. This is a piece of the driftwood card stock. This is a driftwood. Let's see if I can find the cover sheet for this. The driftwood. I love this paper pad. So, and it has a bunch of colors, and I just pulled out a color, and then I used the Slimple blend. This is the Compass Slimple blend. It came in the box, and I used Fallen Snow. So I thought it was just kind of a nice, fun background that's light. Oh, they will, Erica. That's good to know because I do need to have some cardstock with me. So I will cut some of my perfect blend down for that. Let me get this. I got to get some of this out of the way. I thought this would be a fun card. I'm going to layer this, I think, on some lunch bag. Yeah, we have an app that we upload our projects to so that we can see them. And then if they need them in the office, or if I make a post, like a social media post or a blog post, we can get access to them and use them. And then they kind of keep it all organized for us too. So I'm going to cut this down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is lunch bag, one of my favorite cardstocks. Since I moved my camera right here, I kind of lost some space that I usually store my Misty and everything in. Okay, we're getting close here. All right, so it looks like I need to cut it. No, I think I'm not going to cut it down. I'm going to go ahead and leave it like this. Glenda, it will be a great time. I'm excited. I have my make and take ready to go. Got it all planned. I could pretend to sneak peek it to you, but it's in the other room, so I'm not going to. Thank you. I love the inspiration team too. I have so much fun with everybody. I love chatting with them. I'm going to meet a couple of them at the weekend. So that'll be fun. All that good stuff. Beep. Yep, it beeped. All right, so we're going to load this up and kind of eyeball it and make sure it's kind of even on both sides. Just like to pull a little bit extra brown in. And then it's a little short, so we might just cut a little bit of that off the bottom with my scissors. So I really like interacting with the team. It's been a lot of fun. So, all right, so we've got this panel. I know I'm kind of jumping back and forth, but we definitely want to, we're going to keep going and trying to get going. Here's my dilemma. I have 2 foils. I pull out 2 foils. I'm kind of leaning towards putting silver on here. But I also grabbed the glass slipper and I grabbed the ocean blue, but I think I want to go with the silver because I want to break up all that other color and just add some sparkle. So I'm going to go ahead, and it's kind of wrinkled, so we might not get it perfect, but it'll be good. Oh, you're welcome. There's everything, you should be able to get everything done in class. We monitor the chat. So if you have questions with the chat, you go ahead and ask them, and, and we try to answer them. And, I try to kind of pay attention if I'm not on the computer area, like if I'm running around helping or doing my make and take, or this or that. I try to kind of go back and look and see what I can do and answer questions if they get missed or get the answers. But I'm not hesitant to always, if it gets missed, ask again. So, thank you, Silver. I am going to go ahead and put this in. This is one of the carrier sheets. And hopefully I had a carrier sheet eaten the other day, guys, because I wasn't paying attention. And I just ran it through again. So, and I straightened it out. I don't mind. I try not to get wrinkles in my foil, but it doesn't bother me a terrible amount because it adds that little bit of extra. You put your candy in your envelope and didn't realize. Oh, yes. I saw somebody posted that today. I couldn't remember. Erica, I ate that like no tomorrow. I mean, I ate the first one determining to wait, and then I ate the second one determining to let Tom have the third one. No, as soon as I ate that second one, that third one went in my mouth. I'm afraid I'm going to spend a lot of money at Scoozy's. So, all right, I'm going to run this through one more time just to be safe. I don't have to, but I'm kind of a girl that likes to run them through twice. So I think it's going to be a great, great time. I know last year was a great, great time, and I have a feeling this one is too. So it's always a great time at Brutus Monroe. I'm super excited to be able to see everybody again because it's been a year since I've seen them. Francie, I once in a while, like I said, I got mine broken and I bought a couple extras because I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. And but I use both, especially if I can't find it. You have 3 adult crafters. Oh, that is a good thing. Oh, I hear the dog. He's barking. I told him he could only come in if he come in and said hi. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I bought a couple of them. And then I think I bought 2 packs, I think, of them. And I I think I've messed up at least 2 of them. I don't know where they all are. It's easier to me to find the parchment paper, but I looked for it tonight. I'm gonna do it tonight. Are you guys ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Look at that beautifulness. Here comes the puppy. I don't know if he'll get up. Look at, isn't that beautiful? Hi, Lisa. Oh, your paper sticks to the carrier. Interesting. I love it. If you don't have a fuse, if you don't have a laminator, save up for the fuse. I have no issues with the fuse. I mean, it's all completely, look at how completely, there's no spots. There's no black spots. And of course, I'll save that for a negative piece. I did my 1, 2, 3, go. All right, so this is our card panel. We are going to put that directly on our card base. I'm not going to cut it down. I thought about it. I thought about fussy cutting part, but we did all that beautiful ink blending. So we've got these 2. So now we got to go ahead and get some stamping done. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the boat and then the axolotl. Did I say that right? Hi, Ellen. Oh, Francie, the fuse it is beautiful. All right, we need a Misty, which I got to remember to pack in case I need it. Trying to think in my head, what is everything I'm going to need? That's what I'm going to do tonight as soon as we get off, is just go through my last little things, cut some cardstock down. I don't need to take a ton of stuff with me, but I need to take a little bit with me because I might have to do some crafting tomorrow night at the hotel, or I might do a little crafting on the plane, which I got to ask, does anyone know, can we take a scissors on the plane? Like, can I take this scissors on the plane? Does anyone know? It's what? It's a 2-inch. I don't know if I can. I'd like to take a scissors. I don't want to take my tonic cutter, but I don't know if I can. Because the only other smaller one I have is even pointer, and I don't really want that. So, oh, it's okay, Ellen. I get my name spelt all sorts of ways. I had a customer for almost 10 years who called me Cindy. It's not okay. Thank you. That's what I wondered. I knew you used to be able to take small ones, but I didn't know. And I said, these are pretty pointy. So I didn't think so. I was going to look it up, but I thought I'd ask you guys first. So thank you. Thank you. No, I won't. I appreciate you all that, you guys. I will make sure I cut down some small pieces of paper because I might bring my mini die cutting machine with me. But I can cut some small sheets down and they'll fit in that. So that was my main reason for asking. So that's what I wondered. I didn't know, and I don't want to have to take the time to run back out to my car, and I'm not checking my bag. So I don't know how long my second flight is. I think it's maybe only an hour and a half, but I still might need to do a little bit of stuff. So, all right. So there we go. We got our little animal, our little axolotl. Like I said, I can't say it. They're so cute. I wouldn't just snuggle one. I want it as a stuffed animal, except Fletch would eat it. All right, we're going to stick those guys there, and we're going to do just a little. I'm just blowing on it a little bit. Let's see, what do we have for dies? We better stamp some sentiments quick, too. I'm going to do thanks a lot. And I'm not sure what I'm going to use for the boat yet, because I kind of want to, I don't want to use the Kraken necessarily, because I want to use the boat. So we'll maybe change this up. We've got that. They're much skinnier in real life, and they are cuter, and they are cuter as a stamp. Oh, are they? Yeah, they're cute, and I'm a big sucker for critter stamps. I don't use them enough, so I've destashed quite a few of my critter stamps because I don't use them enough. All right, now I think we need to do some fun colors, though. Let's color our boat first, because it's going to be kind of a monochromatic card, because it's a lot of browns. Oh, stop whining, Fletch. You can come in and say hi. I'm just going to quick kind of color these up. I'm not going to do a lot of blending. They're very small. I'm just going to do kind of a quick color. So what is everybody's favorite part of this release so far? Does anyone have a favorite? I can't tell you right now. I love them all. I love it all so far. I've used quite a bit. I've used some paper pads. I've used the foil or the panels tonight. I've used I used the Pirates the other day. I've used the Die of the Month. And I used the embossing powder, which is real fun. So I really just don't know what my favorite part is. I'm going to just color these in. Sorry, sometimes I get a little quiet when I'm coloring in small areas, so I don't mess up. The card panels. The card panel is awesome. I think the first time I saw one too, to be honest with you, I thought it was probably fake myself. All right. I think we need a fun sail. Trying to decide. I'm going to color a purple sail. The pirate stamps and the driftwood paper. Walter, I love the driftwood paper. I don't want to use it. I do want to use it, but I don't want to use it. So I want to have time so that I can play with it a little bit more. It's been kind of a rush for me right now with crafting, with the, here and there and stuff we've been doing, things that have been going on. We had a neighborhood party this last weekend. It's just something that hasn't been done in a long time around here. So one of my neighbors invited a bunch of everybody over. That was a lot of fun. And we had a blast. So I'm going to use a lighter purple for the inside sails. I think that's fun. That's a fun color. I'm going to channel Jessica. She's on our design team. She is purple is her favorite color along with mine. I got a new purse for the trip and it's light lavender purple. I'm super excited about it. It's all ready to go. You just ordered 2 more. Francie, I feel that way too about the maps. I used it the other night, but I want to hoard it like no tomorrow. I don't want to use it one bit, but I'm going to because, who knows? I may end up with another pad on the way home to come home with me. But I love the vintage map paper. I want to make a bunch of cards where it's just the paper and like as a focal point, I guess, is mostly. I think we need one more color. We're gonna do this light color right here on the tip. Oh, Erica, mine, it's yeah, I've got my little what are the little carts, the whatever those carts are from the big box store. The entire bottom is paper, and I have one whole section is Brutus Monroe, and then I have the top part above that is all Brutus Monroe because that's the stuff that's still in stock. And then I went through and I found 7 Christmas paper pads. I'm like, I got to use this up, and I have goals to do that, but I haven't yet. So, all right, I know these little guys can be different colors, but I'm going to have some fun with color, and I want to color them this YG color. Oh, they don't look real fun. Yeah, like I said, I've seen a couple pictures of them, and I agree. They almost, I thought for sure it was like an AI or something type of photo the first time I ever saw them. I'm going to make these guys lime green because that's the color I want them to be. I know they're like a pinky purple, I think, but I want them to be lime green, or at least one of them is going to be lime green because I want some pops of color. So I hope that's okay with you guys. It's my card, right? All right, there we go. Got that colored. I'm going to add just a little bit of shading to the sides here. Just a little bit. I don't need a lot. And then I need another fun color. What color should we do? We're going to go with a pinky color. Yep, create my own ending. Exactly. Exactly. It's my card, right? I'm going to do this fun pink color. Just have to keep an eye on because, so we have these, I know I said this during Christopher's live last night. We kind of had a derecho come through Iowa again. It wasn't super strong by me, but The last one wasn't either. It was pretty far away. It was in Cedar Rapids, but this one was closer, like just 10, 15 miles down the road. It was, the winds were up to 90 some miles an hour, up to 100 miles an hour. No tornadoes. No, I mean, there was a couple on the other side of Iowa, but not near me. And but I've learned that pressure is not good for alcoholic markers when it changes like that. So, Melissa? How did you get that burst effect on the card? On the keep swimming card, she can't stop staring at that. Melissa, you should do a little video maybe on that. We could post it. So I have not cut these apart yet. If you haven't got the Brutus Monroe snips yet, they are awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and do that quick. So, all right, I need to cut them underneath. I do, when I cut mine underneath the my table, so I don't have to worry about little doohickeys flying if I don't twist. What you should do is you should, when you go in, if you haven't seen that before, you go in with, a cutter is twist it and it will pop right off. But sometimes I get a little crazy and instead of twisting, I chop. And then the piece goes flying and you don't want to step on those. So I don't usually do it into a tissue. I know other people do. I usually just do it under my table. Like I'm directly under the table here, cutting over my garbage can. I sometimes snip, especially when you can't quite get in there, because I don't like to bend them back and forth if I can help it, because I find that sometimes that leaves a sharper edge that I can't get rid of. But sometimes I'm not paying close enough attention and I end up snipping. But I really didn't have snips before these. I had like jewelry wire cutters. They were not inducive. They were not thin enough. So I had to sometimes I had to clip. I lost the part. There it is. To my scissors. So let's get our die cutting out. I almost canceled my live tonight, guys, because my girl is playing basketball. You use your, okay. My girl is playing basketball right now, but I figured it's okay. I actually told Tom to watch it in the living room right out here so that I could keep an eye on this game while I was live, but I knew that that would not be a good thing because I'm a cheerleader at heart. I was a cheerleader in high school. I was a cheerleading coach. That I'd probably see a really good play and go, woo! And, that wouldn't be appropriate. So they're watching it outside. Plus, it cooled down dramatically overnight. So it's so nice right now. So if I was going to use a towel, I probably would use one of my Swiffers. Of course. That was not a good excuse, to be honest with you. And even especially because I'm 90% ready for my trip, 90% ready, but I am a double checker. So I want to go through everything and I am bringing a surprise with me. So I need to make sure that's ready to go. And just all the other things. And then, of course, as soon as we're done, I just want to spend some time. Oh, it would have been funny. Other than the fact that I'm crafting, so I really can't look up at it. I mean, I have my TV going with my video just so that I sometimes can look up and make sure that I'm live and I'm not frozen, or to make sure that I'm on camera. Even though on my the program lets me see it right there, I just like to have it on the screen in there because then I know when it goes, like if it freezes or if something doesn't work properly, I notice it there first. Fletch is the surprise, right? No, even though he would love to come with his mommy, he would take up way too much of my attention. And he would be eating everything in sight because he likes to chew on everything. Okay, I did not do that properly. We did not line that up. This is a big surprise for me, guys. I did not line that up properly, and that was my fault. So I'm going to restamp that. I've never had that happen to me before. That's probably because I wasn't paying that close attention. So let's throw these in here. I will tell you, these little 7x5-inch envelopes, they are perfect if you get a little add-on set and the stamp of the month, that they both can fit together in there. And I am really enjoying those. I just ordered a bunch. I didn't wait till Amazon Prime Day. I just ordered because they weren't on sale. I checked. I wanted to get them before I came because I was originally going to put my create your own ending stamps in there, and they're I wanted to keep them in something else instead because I have a different size that will work for those. So no, he's going to be a little sad when Mama's gone, but he'll get some extra love from Dad, and he'll get to sleep in the bed all night instead of on the floor, or only partially on the bed until Mommy kicks him out. He likes to sleep behind me. Like, he likes to put his head on my legs. All right, you know what I did wrong? I had it upside down. That's why I cut it wrong. So he doesn't sleep in bed with us too much, but he'll come up and he'll kind of he'll come next to me, put his little head right next to me, and he'll go, "Hmm." And then I'm like, all right, hold on, give me a second. I got to move over and move the covers, because if he lays on the covers, he traps us in bed, and we do not like that. And then he'll lay down, he flops really hard up against the back of my thighs or my hamstrings, and then he lays his head down on my leg and then just goes and falls asleep. There, that's better. Pay attention when you die cut, and you will cut it out the right way the first time. So I was telling last night I was using the die of the month, and I just set it down, and I didn't really pay that close attention, and I put it upside down when I die cut, and it did not work. Mischief man, and exactly. So, alrighty. So here's where we can decide what to finish up our cards with. I've got our little cut critters here. They're going to need something to sit on because I don't want them just floating. So I haven't decided quite yet. I might grab a piece of vellum. And then we've got our little boat here. And I kind of, the waves, I could color that a little bit more. And I think I might do that because it looks a little odd. So let's see if I find the blue. I think this is the same blue I used. It might be a little darker, but that's okay. It's two different color blues. That works. So then the blue is a little bit like the river. So I like that a little bit better. So we've got that. And I don't really want to cover a lot of this up, so we might just put a little strip of something down here with our sentiment. But I got to figure out what sentiment we're going to use. So let me grab my little box down. This is my box of Brutus Monroe in stock stuff, or that's kind of current, things like that. And we'll figure out what we want to use here. I don't know if I have, oh, I do. I think we're going to use this stamp set. That's the perfect stamp set for it. Okay. I think it needs to be distressed. What needs to be distressed? Oh yeah, it did. Which one, Melissa, you want me to be distressed? This, the panel, or the foil? The foil or the compass needs to be distressed. I'll wait for you to give me a little answer here. I'm actually going to cut it down just a hair on this side because there's a little bit more brown on this side. So just going to cut down just a hair. I didn't quite center that. The ship itself needs to be distressed, or the paper needs to be distressed? Sorry for asking all the questions. I like you guys' input. I can distress this one. I got a distressing tool. It's not one I can tell you where you can get one because I don't think the company that I got it from is around anymore, but the ship needs to be distressed. Okay. Well, we're thinking what I think about doing here. What I'm thinking about doing is just putting a little thing, and I like this Let Your Dream Set Sail. Just because I like this because he's setting sail and then he has his compass to get it. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Yes. Yes. Oh, yep. We can do that. Let's see. What do I got for color? I want to do a very light color though. Um, what do we think? Let's try this one. Too much white? We can add white. Too much white because I said we can add white. I can add it to a card base. I got to grab one because I didn't grab two. I wasn't planning on doing two cards tonight. You know, because I mean, if by putting it on the white, we could cut it down and have the white, and there would be more white. It needs something, some sparkle or a little. I get it. Okay. Okay. Well, the one thing I'm concerned about a little bit is the brown colors mixing a little bit because of that. So let's see if we can find the lightest brown I've got. See, I don't think this one will work. Let's try it. I think it can dirty it up a little bit. But I don't think that's going to make much of a difference. That's not dark enough. What would work? Putting it on the white background? Yeah, we can do that. I can do that so that white pops a little bit more. That's easy. That's an easy, easy look. What we'll do is we'll chop down just a little bit off each side. So we just have that hint of brown. I promised I was going to add a little more brown, light brown underneath it. And we'll chop a little bit off each top and bottom. Cookie dough might work. You're good. Thank you. I kind of forgot about that. I wasn't even thinking about ink blending over it. I was thinking about coloring it with ink. And I was like, that won't work. Let me grab my cookie dough. And I don't have an ink blending brush yet for my cookie dough. Let's try it. That is perfect. Good suggestion, Melissa. Thank you. I was thinking about coloring it with my my markers, but they're a little too bright. There we go. We're still gonna have the white pop because it's okay for the card base. I'm okay with that. So I got to get, like I said, this is another one that I need a blending brush for. So we'll just use my little ones for right now. We're going to blend it over the whole thing. Good suggestion, you guys. See, thank you. I knew you guys would be a help from this. Look at that. That's better. Yes, yes, yes. And we might end up switching this and putting it on a different card space then. Since we've got that light, we don't have the white anymore. Okay. But let's finish that card. I want a piece of a small piece. We're going to stamp out our sentiment. And then I think instead we're going to go dark with this because we already went dark, and we're going to put it on a gingerbread or macchiato card base, whichever one I end up grabbing. I think we're going to do the macchiato. Okay? Because we already darkened that up, so we're going to keep it dark. I want to keep it dark. I think we've got a little bit of that purple showing. That's going to work. And actually, we could just put it on another panel and then, but I'm going to go ahead and make this into a card base. Just going to fold it over. And we'll just do that. I could have colored it with cookie dough. You're right. But I've got the macchiato cut out now. I think we're just going to keep going. And told you, you know, lives, things just kind of play around and go crazy with lives. All right, let's get stamping on our sentiment. Here. I'm going to stamp it over a little bit because I don't know for sure where I want it on mine. And then what I've been doing with my stamps when I've been live is taking them off, and I just have an acrylic block that sits on my desk, you know, like when I want to dry things, and I stick them on there until I get done, and then I can kind of put all my stamps away at the same time. So that way they're not stuck to anything in case there's some stray embossing powder left around or any of that stuff. We are going to use the black because we have the black on the from the ink, you know, that I colored. Thank you. I don't do very many dark cards, and this kind of screamed to me dark, and that's why I wanted to do that fallen snow glitter glaze because it's just a little bit sparkly, but yet not. So see, we got that. We're going to cut that down and we'll put that on here. And then we'll have a little base for our little, now I don't think this was a straight piece of paper when I started. So we're going to line up the edge of my sentiment with this piece right here. That will make sure that's nice and straight. And then I am going to go ahead and do it to the other side. And we're just going to line it up and cut that too so the space is even on top and bottom. And then we'll decide how far over. I do not know if I'm going to probably cover up a little bit, but I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, and then we're going to just put our little, I kind of like it down low though, so that it doesn't cover. I like this. I think we're going to go low with this. Okay, so let's get that finished up. And I'm going to just, what I like to do is I just tape the whole panel and cut it off. Oh no, I don't never mind suggestions. I think that's the fun part about being live, as long as, you know, we either people want to suggest or we can make it work. Because, you know, I'm sorry for my head if I'm in your way. You're going to have to forgive me. Oop, we got to make sure we're straight. I want to make sure I'm straight. All right. There we go. I think that's part of the fun part. Because, you know, I like being interactive with people, and I like, because when you craft with people, you get other ideas from other people, and it just helps. So now, because I would use a dark card base, I could put, oh, I'm almost out of tape, so I'm gonna have to go to glue. I could put a lunch bag cardstock to go with the theme on the inside, or I can put a piece of white. The lunch bag would work perfectly too. I'm just gonna center this because it's just slightly smaller. So it's just a hair of the macchiato on both sides. And I think my sentiment might be just a hair off, but that's okay. This is lunch bag here. This is lunch bag. This is macchiato. But this is the lunch bag. And then instead of, I think we're going to pop this up. I think I have a small piece of the blending of the foam strips. I know the foam strips are out of stock right now, but I'm really enjoying them. Hi, Lori. How are you? You have a birthday coming up, Miss Lori. Lori's my best friend. So she's got a birthday coming up. So yeah, I'll probably put lunch bag on the inside, but I'll probably do that later. Or, well, and to be honest, yes, I will, because this is a sample going, it'll go to this. So yeah, so this is my first card. Pretty simple. I wanted that paper to shine through, and then I love the simple blend with the shimmer. I'm not going to put anything. It does look, but it's a brown. I am too, Erica. I think that was a great suggestion, because I did not have a color. I don't think that's that color. So for this one, we're going to keep this. I want to keep this panel completely. I'm going to do the panel. I want to cut the panel down a hair, because we've got the white background on our little stamp. So I want to make sure. So we're going to cut it down just a hair. We're going to do like 4 1/4, or not 4 1/4, 4, what is that, 1/8? And I'm going to cut a little bit of the extra brown, and then 5 and like, I don't know what that is. 1, 2, 3/4. Is that what that is? Something like that. Just a hair. Thank you. So we're going to put that down. So we just have a hint of the white border showing. Hopefully I have just enough tape runner on my tape gun here. It can run out after that, because I won't need any until I get back. Look at that. We have just enough. Woohoo! Yes, yay to Melissa for the cookie dough. Exactly. Okay, I've got to stand up for this. You have to give me a second, because I can't. This is such a small border. Make sure. Perfect. And then we need to do a little bit of something because I don't want them floating. And I'm thinking, well, we're going to do a little bit of vellum. I think we just need a little vellum, something that doesn't hide any of that beautiful color. So I'm going to grab a piece of vellum. I'm going to pull my acetate sheets out. And then I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to cut up one of the circles from, I was debating, I think we're just going to cut the circle from the vintage doily. Actually, what does this look like? What does this look like, you guys? Oh, I don't know. I think I might kind of like that. What do we think? What do you think? Is the green too far off? Is that green too far off? It's kind of cool with the design, and I like using up pieces that's already been used. You guys like that? Okay, I got the cute from Melissa, so it's a go. So, but we're gonna glue this down, I think. And I don't care if it floofs up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and glue that down. I'm gonna use some liquid glue because we've got the foil and the ink blending. And then I think so too. That just happened to be, like I said, I store extra pieces with my dies sometimes. And that just helps. And I'm going to cover up a little bit of the blue, a little bit of the green, or just going to put it a little bit. I don't know. I guess we're going to the left corner down here tonight. And we're going to glue these guys down. I know we could have just had them swimming. Another thing I could have done is we could have gotten out an X-Acto knife and made some small slits and kind of stuck them in, but that's okay. I'm a good person to use up things that I already have in my stash. So we're going to do that. And I mean, we'll put this guy up a little bit higher, and we're going to put our little Think a Latte there underneath. And we are going to call these cards done. I'm not going to add any bling to them tonight. Francie's going to have to wait to get her eyes poked when I come, because I already have the bling from the other couple of things. Oh, yes. Yes, it's a very good die. I haven't used it in a while and I need to use it more. So I thought I pulled that one out. I like the fact that we have the circles too, because I don't always have that. Um, I don't always have my circle dies handy. So it's nice to have this centerpiece, but I love this. This is one of my favorites too. All right, you guys. Well, I am going to sign off 10 minutes a little bit early tonight. Oh, I did promise you my cards, didn't I? I will go get my cards that I made, okay? Can you give me 1 minute? I know the design team has seen these already, so let me see if I can find the couple. I made a few cards. I know Christopher's going to show this card tomorrow night, and I know that I posted it. So here is, thanks, Ruth. It's okay, you can lurk. Oh, Erica, you can call it a mandala if you want. Thank you, Susan. So this is a fun one. I use the die of the month and the embossing powder of the month, and then I use the pirate or the under the sea. Erica, you are welcome to case them. I will get them posted tomorrow in the fan club group, and then I will do a YouTube video of them, as well, like a YouTube playlist or thumbnail of them. And then the other two cards that I had finished, because I haven't had a ton of time. I think that's all I've made so far with this. Is I made this fun little card using the stamp of the stencil of the month and some sterling shimmer splash. And then I did, this is the vintage paper. So it's got that, you can kind of see the sparkle. Let me see if I can get it a little closer so you can see the sparkle for your hook. And then, oh, thank you. And then the last thing I made so far this right now is you made this one. And this is also lunch bag cardstock. and I de-stressed it with squishing it and ink blending it and spraying it with sprays and splattering it. I stenciled it first, and then I used a dye, and then I popped it up with the foam tape to kind of give it that little, and I crinkled it up, and I thought that was fun. And by crinkling it up, that kind of de-stressed the images. And of course, I was going to go out and burn it in real life, but I just used a little bit of the black. So thank you. This card, thank you. I had a lot of fun. This is the 3 pieces from the die of the month. And this is where I said I cut this one this way because I wasn't looking at it. So then the castle is upside down. So I'm just going to cut those pieces off and reuse them. And then I popped that up on some foam tape as well so I could stick them. So if you're ever in the store, like I said, I put little pieces of sticky notes on the back that says which product I used. So every time you see that, you see chocolate chip cookies. Oh, I can see that. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to call it an evening. I've got some things to get ready to go. I will see. Well, I will probably be in the chat tomorrow night. I'll be at the hotel when Christopher's live, but I will see some of you on Friday night. Meeting you some of you for the first time, some of you for the second time. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. And Christy, thanks for popping in. And I appreciate that. Have a great night, you guys. And don't forget to create your own ending. Okay? Thank you, Walter. Have a good night.